If I had a choice of where I lived, I think my first choice would be New Zealand. The island nation is beautiful, full of friendly people, and drenched in Maori culture. They might only make up about 15% of the population, but pieces of their culture can be found all over the island. Maori culture is based on an incredible mythology that was adapted from Polynesian beliefs when they traveled to the islands between 1250 and 1300 AD. It's on the eastern shore of New Zealand's northern island that you'll find the city of Napier, where Pania of the Reef is said to reside. The story of Pania takes place long before the city of Napier was founded. When night fell, she would travel to the shore and rest in a freshwater spring at the bottom of Hukarere Cliff. Then, in the morning, she would slip from her hiding place among the flax and swim back out to the reef. One night, while Pania was relaxing in the spring, a Maori chief, Kaari Toki, came to the spring to have a drink. While drinking, he spotted her watching him from the flax. Both of them fell in love instantly and deeply. Without a second thought, Kaari Toki took her to his home and they became man and wife. However, Pania was still tied to the sea, so every dawn she had to return to the reef and come home when night fell. They lived happily for a while and eventually gave birth to a son. Their child was born without any hair, so they named him More More, or the Hairless One. The birth of More More made Kaari Toki worry. He was worried that the sea people would call them back and he would lose them forever. So he went to a Tuhunga and begged for a solution. The Tuhunga believed Kaari Toki. He told Kaari Toki that the only way to stop Pania and More More from returning to the sea was to get them to swallow cooked food. Kaari Toki returned home with some cooked meat and a plan. That night, while Pania slept, Kaari Toki slipped a piece of cooked meat into More More in Pania's mouth. That is when an owl called out, pulling Pania from her sleep. Surprised and horrified at what Kaari Toki tried to do, she fled, taking More More with her and returned to the sea, leaving Kaari Toki alone and heartbroken. It is said that Kaari Toki swam into the ocean looking for her, but she was never found. More More supposedly turned into a Tanifa, or guardian, and lives near Hukarere Point, disguised as a shark, stingray, or octopus. He's said to be a protector, or kaitiaki, that protects the Maori people while they gather food from the reef. Pania eventually passed away, but the sea people petrified her body into the reef beyond the breakwater, now known as Pania Reef. Fishermen and divers often claim to be able to see Pania lying under the water's surface with her arms outstretched towards the shore and the lover she left behind. I think the thing that makes me love Maori mythology so much is the connection it has with the ocean and nature. It's not surprising considering that it was the main source of food and travel. Perhaps I should have been born on a tropical island. I do hope that you enjoyed this small peek into the amazing mythology that surrounds Maori culture. Till next time.